Hey, Roz, I see you in the building. Hey, Roz. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter when you may be catching this particular broadcast. Out to these Pels are here, your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. Host of the hashtag Speak Easy podcast that can be found on Amazon Music as well as on Audible. So, guys, let's talk about it. We are headed into the last few weeks of 2021. Hey, Miss Karen, good morning. We are headed into the last few weeks of 2021. And like, you guys haven't seen me this week. And I know some people like message me, yeah, hey, you good? I'm good. I'm good. But there were some things that were transpiring in the depths, and I can't tell you about everything because the ink hasn't dried on everything yet. But just understand that new things are happening and things are arising, but also some shifts had to happen, some changes, that part. So any of you who are listening to this, know that you're listening to the hashtag Morning Press show, where I come to you and motivate you to press into your life, press into your business, press into your next level. You can definitely go ahead and leave a comment below, ask a question, and I'll try to put it on the screen if it's something presentable. Don't be putting no crazy enough of it on there, okay? Share out this broadcast. Let somebody else know, because this may be the motivation that they need, you guys. This may be the motivation that they need. So, your motivation. Can we talk about it for a second? I get the books. I get the motivational messages. I get all of that. But at some point, your action has to become your motivation. Oh, this is the thing. So at some point, your action has to become your motivation, because for so long, we've looked for others to motivate us to act, but we still haven't been acting. We still haven't been taking the proper action forward in our business or in our life. And so your action has to motivate you. Why? Because it's you moving forward on purpose and in purpose. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people. Let me turn the music off, because I don't want y'all to be distracted. There's a lot of people that they get addicted to being motivated by somebody. They get addicted to having someone tell them what to do. They get addicted to the books. They get addicted to the courses and the programs. They get addicted to all of these things that they can invest in to give them motivation. Not realizing that the biggest thing, the best investment you can make in is you. And when you take that action, that's you making the investment in you, that's you trusting you, that's you believing in you, that's you understanding you and hearing yourself and moving forward on what you said you were going to do. And so when you have that motivation, come on. Good morning, Maria. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my goodness. So excited to have you on today. Listen, but that's the motivation that will move you. Here's the thing. Some of y'all have enough books. This is not going to be the feel good message that you thought it was going to be. I know. Woo! Some of you have enough books. Some of you have taken enough courses. You've taken all of these webinars, these classes. You've gone and you have like literally all these tip sheets on your computer, on your phone. Come on, look. I know that's right. Forget the feel good message. Just tell the truth. And I think we're at a point where Things have shifted for people so much in the last 2 years that we're no longer waiting for the fluff. We no longer can just have the fluff and all the feel good messages and all of that's cute. But the reality comes in is that at some point your action has to become your motivation. And if you have not gotten to a point where your action has become your motivation, then what now has to be asked, that's the next question is, are you really taking action towards your goals? Because I don't know about you, but when I take action towards my goals, it warms something on the inside of me. When I take action towards my goals, it makes me step up and say, oh yeah, I want to do something else. I want to do the next thing. I want to go to the next place. So last week, I got the award, and it made me say, oh, I want to take this to the next level. I want to go and do the next thing. I did not stop there. I'm speaking at an event on Monday. I'm speaking at an event. And mind you, December, I'm taking off. I'm not doing any client calls in December or anything, right? December, I'm taking off. But guess what? I have one event that I'm doing in December. Somebody that I collaborate with is right here in Maryland. One event that I'm doing in December. But guess again, it makes you want to do more. Your action becomes your motivation. And so this is what was downloaded this morning. Y'all wait till y'all hear this. So I was like, oh, okay. So basically, your motivation stands on the shoulders of those who believe in you and those that don't. Y'all better catch this morning. Your motivation stands on the shoulders of those who believe in you and those who don't. They do. And so when you understand that, those who believe in you raise you up. Y'all better catch this. Those who don't believe in you, they pull you down and then they catapult you. But there's still action that needs to happen on your part. Y'all better come on. Y'all better come on this morning. I'll say it again. Your motivation stands on the shoulders of those who believe in you and those who don't. Those who believe in you, they push you up. They motivate you. They high five you. They congratulate you. They show up. They there. Okay, that's great. The people that don't support you, that don't give you the high five, that don't give you the recognition, that aren't there in the seats, that aren't clapping for you and congratulating you, guess what? They still are adding to your movement, to your success. Why? Because the ones that don't believe in you, they're pulling you down because at some point they have to let go. And when they let go, baby, when they let go, you will be catapulted into something greater. Can I tell you something? Far too many of us are looking for this something greater and not taking any action towards it. Come on. Far too many of us are looking for something greater, but we're not taking the action towards it. We're looking for something greater, but we're not taking the action towards it. And so therefore, we focus so much on the fact that there's somebody that doesn't believe in us that we forget that they can catapult us forward. It's not written in a book. Isn't that? Listen, look. Maria said, wait, what book is that in? It's not. This is literally the life that I've lived. This is what I was literally this morning. I wrote it's on an index card because I wrote it down. And that tells you something because, and this is a reminder because I had a conversation with my mentor yesterday. I love getting on the phone with her because when I tell you she like fire to me, she like fire to me. But she said, you have the receipts. You have the results. You have not just the pretty pictures and you have not just the, oh, look at this. And no, you actually come on. No, look. I said, Oh, okay. But we come across so many that get so attached to the fact that there's people that don't believe in us, and we think that their thoughts are the powerful piece of this, and it's not, because their thoughts are not more powerful than your actions. Their thoughts are not more powerful than your thoughts. They're not. And it's not until we get into that understanding that we're like, oh, you can think your thoughts. You can think that I'm going to be a success. You can think that I'm going to be a failure. But either way, whatever you think, I'm still moving forward. Come on, I need y'all to say that in the comments. I'm still moving forward. That is your affirmation for today. I'm still moving forward. I'm still moving forward. That is your affirmation. Come on. Whew. No matter if they talk good about you or bad about you, it's still going to push me to my purpose. No matter if they support you or don't, it's still going to push me to my purpose. No matter if they clap or if they don't, it's still going to push me to my purpose. Because again, your motivation stands on the shoulders of those who believe in you and those who don't. Those who believe raise you up. Those who don't believe pull you down and catapult you. But you still got to take action. Like I need you to have that in your heart, is that I still got to take action. And so this week I pulled back so that way I could go ahead and do the things that were necessary in my business, the things that were necessary. I met with my mentor. And see, this is the thing. This is the difference where other people are like, oh, well, that's what I did. I pulled back. No, no, no. You pulled back and had a conversation amongst yourself. Y'all better come on. I'm literally about to go, and the prayer that I prayed this Wednesday, I'm about to go and put the replay of it into the accountability room so that way they can listen to it, because there was direct instructions. Oh my goodness. On what we got coming next. But I needed y'all to understand. I pulled back. I talked with God. I pulled back. I spoke with my mentor. I pulled back and I checked in with me. You will pull back and check in with you. And then we'll have nothing to compare it to see if you're gauging, like, what's the rubric here? Because see, when we get the plan from God, that's the rubric. That tells you where it is that how high you can get, what you can get for that's the rubric, that's the strategy, that's the blueprint, that's the plan. Have you gone back and checked the plan? Can I tell you that many people, because it's the end of the year, they haven't gone back to check the plan? Good morning, Keisha. Good morning, Queen. How are you? They haven't gone back to check the plan. They went back and they just stepped away from everything. They stepped out of alignment with what God had called them to do. They stepped out of alignment with their dreams and their purpose. They stepped out of alignment with what it is that they were supposed to be doing to help somebody else. They stepped out of alignment because of something didn't seem right, because things weren't going the way they thought it would go, because things didn't look the way they thought it would look. And so they stepped out of alignment. And then they did not check in with anyone. They did not have anybody to hold them accountable. They did not have anybody that would hold their butt to the fire. And so we get confused. And so we feel shameful. We're ashamed because we've quit. We're ashamed because here we are again, changing our ideas, changing what we're going to do, doing a new business. We're there's shame there. And then what we do is we attach our worth to the changes that needed to be made. Like our worth was attached to that thing. So when the changes happened, now it means that our worth wasn't valuable because we applied our worth to that thing, to that goal, to that place, to that person. Y'all better come on, to that relationship, to that project. We attached our identity to it. And so when things started to shift, it shifted how we saw ourselves. And so you became so shameful that you couldn't go and talk to somebody else. You became so ashamed that you couldn't tell anybody what you were feeling in that moment. You had no place of security. You had no place where you could just go and be free to talk about what isn't working. There's shame. And so for many people, that's the life that you're living. You're living in that space of shame. And what'll happen is we are what? 7 weeks out from the new year. And because of that shame, these last 7 weeks will fly by without you doing the work that you need to do. These next 7 weeks, other people will be talking about this. And this is the other thing, is there's a comparison between other people because that's what we've been taught. And so literally, you're going to say, oh, well, I need to give up my business right now because this is what sells during this time of year. I've been doing my accountability membership since 2016. It was crazy. It was a crazy idea. It was, I had men and women in the beginning, and it was just a safe space for entrepreneurs. And here we are 5 years later, still doing a safe space for entrepreneurs, and they needed it now more than ever. But I remember giving this conversation. So there are certain things. So chocolate sells all year round. Am I right or am I wrong? Can you buy chocolate every day? Somebody let me know in the comments. Can you buy chocolate every single day or no? uh can you buy chocolate every single day? Because see, here's what I know. That if I go to the store right now, I can buy Hershey, I can buy M&Ms, I can buy Kit Kat. Come on. I can buy anything, chocolate every single day. But the chocolate with the countdown to Christmas, can you buy that every day? Can you buy it every day? No. The Cadbury eggs for Easter, can you buy those every day? I need y'all to hone in and grab a hold of this with both hands. Can you buy the Cadbury eggs every day? I'm gonna tell you, growing up, first of all, my mother I got an Easter bag, an Easter basket or an Easter bag up until like high school. Don't judge me. That's just, I love candy. Uh but and even after that, I would still get an Easter bunny every year, even when I was an adult. Don't judge. My mama loved me. So but every Easter, I love the sweet tart chicks and bunnies. Loved them. We get them every year during Easter. Can't get them anywhere else. Maria said same. Listen, you can't get them any other time. And if you get them any other time, you better question it because they made for Easter. You better check the expiration date. Okay. Okay. We get so inundated with people teaching us and training us that we have to be everywhere all of the time. We have to be, we got to be on this got to happen, and this got, and then we got to do this, and we got, and the reality is it's going to be different for every person. It's going to be different for every business. You have to understand the business you are trying to create. You got to understand the vision that you have. And if you don't understand the vision you have, then trust and believe you will be all over the place. And so I was in one of my communities this week, and the speaker that was speaking said, it's my job to communicate the vision and uphold the standards. And that hit me so hard because I said so many times we're communicating the product. We're communicating the sale going on. We're not communicating our vision. That like hit me hard. And I said, wow, what would it look like if I communicated my vision more? What would that do? How would that make an impact? And so for me, my vision is I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. I primarily work with women that are small business owners or entrepreneurs who have gone through trauma. I don't work with every entrepreneur. I don't work with every single person. I don't do it because I know my area of expertise. Can I speak to more areas? I can. I can speak to many different areas. But what's my vision? And as I stand more in my vision, people are gravitating towards that. People are coming and being a part of the conversation. People are coming and acknowledging what I'm doing. When you have a clear vision, you will not allow anybody to bring anything that's going to distort that. You not going, but that's just like when you have peace, you not letting anybody come in that's going to distort that. If you come in to try to disturb peace, baby, the door, because you're in the wrong space. I protect my peace well. I know how to say no. I know how to walk away. And it was a learned process because I would protect the peace of other people for the longest time before I would protect my own. Can't do that. Because then you're trying to fill everybody else up, and there's a hole in your bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in your bucket, dear Liza. There's a hole. And you can't fill anybody else up because you can't even be completely full. It's draining out. And so in these last 7 weeks, where are the areas where you need to go and clearly state your vision? Where are the areas where you need to take a step back and get some accountability? Where are the areas where you need to be honest with yourself and stop walking in shame? Where are those areas? What does that conversation look like? And so I said, wow, I said, for the longest time, I gave a commitment to people where I was showing up 6 o'clock in the morning faithfully, okay? Faithfully. Where I was going and I was showing up to events. I was investing to speak at events. I was going to events and speaking for free. I was doing a lot of stuff. And when I sat down with my mentor, her and I just sat and talked, and she was just pulling stuff, and I'm listening, and I'm like writing stuff down, going, people with less experience are standing in what it is they have. You have the receipts, you have the information, but will you have the boldness and the confidence to stand firmly in who you are? And I think this is for, like, share it out. There may be somebody on your timeline, there may be somebody in your group that needs this, but you need to boldly stand in who you are. I'm a speaker. I'm an author, an award-winning speaker. I'm an award-winning author. I'm a podcast host. I am a mentor. Here's the thing, to the point where I'm no longer calling myself a coach. It's interesting. So, part of what we do, so right now they're going through, in my accountability group, they're going through the press play series. And then in January, we're going to be doing our purge. For the month of December, they're going to be spending time with family and getting things in order for January. And so here's the thing. I'm no longer, I'm not, it's not that I don't like the name of being called a coach, but hold please. Let me define it for you. Hold on a moment. Hold a minute. Coaching in a business environment is a training method in which a more experienced or skilled individual provides an employee with advice and guidance intended to help develop the individual's skill, performance, and career. Here's the thing. Is a training method in which a more experienced or skilled individual provides an employee with advice and guidance. Hold it. What I do is not coaching. And I'm gonna just say it. Listen, I'm gonna just say, hey Eureka. No, you right on time, sis. You good. Um, I'm not just coaching, because the transformation that women have gone through in my programs, the transformation that has happened to women after reading my books, the transformation that has happened after women hearing my speaking on different stages, the transformation that happens is more than coaching. Coaching is for you to develop the individual's skills, performance, and career. I'm doing so much more because I want to change your life. The business is a bonus. Hear me clearly. The business is a bonus. When I help you to provide for your family, that's a bonus. When I help you with creative ideas, that's a bonus. When I go and I create opportunities and put things before you that allow you to go ahead and do great things. That's a bonus. That is not what I am here and intended to do. Hey, Paula, happy Friday. That is not what I am here and intended to do. I am here. That's right. Look, Eureka said it, shifting lives. I am here to make an impact on your life. I am here to help you heal. I am here to help you mend bridges that were burnt on purpose or by mistake. I am here so that way you can have a healing to the point where you grow and you elevate in your life. The business is a byproduct of that. The books that you publish are a byproduct of that. The people that you go on and help is a byproduct of that. It's great to be able to say, oh, I got this business and I'm here and I'm going and I'm trending on social media and I done went viral. Listen, that's cute. But in all your viralness, you better catch this. Y'all better tell a friend to tell a friend. In all your going viral, did it change your life? In all your viralness, did it add to somebody's life on this earth? When I think about the Dr. Martin Luther Kings and the Dr. Maya Angelou's, and when I think about these people that did something significant, even though they had books and they had this and they spoke in different places, at one point, Dr. Maya Angelou was speaking at 80 events a year without Uber or Lyft. But it was to make an impact in the lives of people. And so it goes so much deeper. And so, yeah, I pulled back this week on purpose. I scheduled out my posts. I did what needed to be done. And I pulled back from social media so that way I could go again. I can check back in with God. I could check in with my mentor. And I can check in with myself. So I know what the next steps are. So I'm not sitting and trying to just guess and feel around in the dark. Listen, can I tell you something? There is no reason why in 2021 you should still be feeling your way out. I want to feel this thing out. Why? What are you feeling out? Explain it. What are you feeling out? Here's the thing. Again, we've gotten so inundated with information that we forget that information is Googleable. Whatever you're teaching, whatever people are training, it's Googleable. Can I tell you? Let me put you to game. Because see, I fell for the okey doke. I paid for classes that somebody got out of a book and repurposed it as if it was their own and had us learning, and then got mad when somebody tried to use the same information even though you used it from a book. Make it make sense. But I literally watched, and people paid thousands and thousands of dollars. And I watched people go and pad their community with people just so they could be able to say they got this and make other people believe that people are paying this amount to be in the community. I watched them do it. and then not even care about the people that were making the investments into the community. We have to get to a point of understanding that, again, our action must now start becoming our motivation. We're reading the books. Great. What action did you take? You can read whatever book you want to read. I don't care who the author is. I don't care what it said in it. I don't care if it was showing you how to crochet or showing you how to create an OnlyFans. Whatever book you read, whatever course you take, that's great. That's cute. Now, what's the action? The fact that you read the book was not the action. What's the action that's going to happen because you read that book? What's the action that's going to happen because you took that course? Because you're in that program? Because you're in that community? What's the action that will happen after that? I saw people, and I used to talk about it. I used to talk about how people were on this merry-go-round, and we get a false sense of movement on a merry-go-round. Y'all better catch today. Y'all better catch this. We get a false sense of movement on a merry-go-round because we're moving in a circle, but we're not moving forward in our vision and our purpose. We're just moving around in a circle. But because the surroundings are changing as we're moving around, we think it's progress. We think we're going somewhere. And that's when you see people not making money in the business. That's when you see people showing up at all of these conferences. You got all these pictures with all these famous people. Now what? They go out and they schedule something and they can't sell any tickets. They go out and they schedule something and nobody shows up. Nobody buys the book. I did that many times over. And so as I was talking to my mentor, I'm laughing because I'm like sitting here going, yeah, you really do lowball yourself because you really do got a lot going on, man. 4 years of podcasting, 5 years for our membership, speaking on stages, virtually and in person, internationally. 2 awards, one as an author, one as a speaker, numerous magazines, so many different things. And I look at all that and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. But the bigger piece of it is, and this is the part that really made me like, there's been, I have to get the exact number. There's been over 200 women. No, it's been more than that. So there's been over, I want to say either over 250 women that have been impacted by what I do in some way, shape, or form, including my own family. There have been, just in the last 2 years, I've made an impact in the lives of 300 children, teenagers, through either the Unmuted program or a speech or mock interviews, or, I mean, so many things. And so I was looking at everything, and in comparison, I said, I've done these things, but I've not just given my energy to the typical things that people give their energy to. I haven't. And it's because I want to see lives changed. So I don't give my energy to that. So yeah, pulled back, got go ahead, got sat down with the coach, when I'm sorry, with my mentor, sat down, discussed some things, got myself together and was like, oh, we about to hit these last 7 weeks. Hard. Hard, y'all. Hard. And so I'm going to post again for the accountability members. I'm going to post the prayer that I did this Wednesday with my prayer group. I'm going to post a replay for it. Go and listen to it, and you'll understand exactly why I'm like, no, I had to bring it back a second because God about to do something. He about to set something on fire, and they ain't ready for it yet. Share it out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go on and put this across social media because somebody needs to understand playtime is over. Like all of that thinking you got to look and sound like somebody else that's over is done. Remove it. Give it away. Don't like it. Would not recommend. Don't do it. Now is the time for you to stand in and own who you are. And so for those of you that came in a little later, I said that something that popped in my mind this morning was your motivation stands on the shoulders of those who believe in you and those who don't. Those who believe in you raise you up. Those who don't believe in you pull you down and catapult you into something greater. And we've gotten so scared of the people that don't believe of us. We've gotten so scared of the people that don't support us that we forget that they have the potential. Come on. Eureka said, let's ride. Let's go. They have the potential to catapult you into something greater. They have the potential to catapult you into something greater. And so for some of you, this may be your lunch and learn moment. Go on and take this, eat that up. So some of you, this may be what you listen to every day into the end of 2021. I ain't mad at you. For some of you, you're going to come back every week and listen to this. You're going to save the video. Save it. Go ahead, save it. Because I need you to have the understanding that your motivation activated by your action. I need your action to be your motivation. And you need to take action every single day until we end this year. I don't care what happened at the beginning of this year. I don't care what happened last week. I don't care what happened yesterday. Act as if nothing has happened for you and today is a brand new day. Take action. Real talk. Act as if nothing happened yesterday. Act as if, so y'all, yeah, I got the award last week. Bet that was last week. So now what's this week? I'm about to go in here and juice some stuff. Bet. I've been looking at Eureka. Eureka been bottling it up. I'm like, okay, I need to get my life in order because I'm over here losing my mind, thinking I got the juice every single day and out here just being reckless. I ain't got to do that with my lifestyle. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm a juice and I'm gonna fill up a couple bottles and I'm gonna move on with my life. So you gonna be doing this every day. The book and his book, Harold LaFleur's book, is coming in next week. So I'm gonna have some recipes in there. But geez, listen, that's what I needed y'all to have an understanding of today. I get it. I get it. People are like, I understood. This is the thing, and I can be very transparent about this. Is that when you have multiple things that you're doing, then there's always this juggling act, and things typically will fall if you ain't juggling the right way. So I've looked at some things and said, okay, things are not panning out the way they need to. Let me go ahead and refocus. Things are not, some things are a little heavier than other things. So it's going to be a little, less energy to throw them up. And then when something heavy lands in your hand, it's going to take you a little more energy so you don't break your wrist. But that's life, where we have so many hats that we're wearing. And at any given time, something happens and can kind of knock something out of our head, knock our hand, knock something out of our path, something shifts, and we got to have that motivation to move forward. Your action is your motivation. Take that step forward every day. It's as if you got no awards. Every day it's as if you got no accolades. You don't have any. That's one of the reasons why I don't put the client reviews and things out there. I don't put their testimonials and stuff out there. No, I want to keep moving as if I have absolutely none, because I want to move towards getting more. But look at today as if today is a fresh day and you just getting started. If you were just getting started today, do you still have that same energy and drive? Because see, this is the thing. When we've been doing something for a level of time, a length of time, there is less and less energy that we put behind it, because we think, oh, it's like riding a bicycle, y'all. Oh, we about to get in. Okay. Whew. When I was younger, I learned how to ride a bike. Worst experience ever. Because I was put on the bike and told pedal. That was my riding lesson. Get on the bike, pedal. I had training wheels, and I was good. And then everybody else had their training wheels off, so I was like, well, I want my training wheels off too. And so my training wheels were taken off, and I fell into a rose bush. Now, granted, the rose bush I only slightly hit the rose bush. I didn't full on hit the rose bush, but my auntie and my uncle at the time had a rose bush in their front yard, and it came, how the old silver gates, and it would come through the gate. So it was through the gate a little bit on the sidewalk side, and I was rolling past it and rolled into it. Here's the thing. I learned how to ride the bike. That's the important piece. But here's where I want you to hear me clearly, is that when you're riding a bike, there's a point where you have to push when you first start in order to gain momentum. But there's also a point where you can kind of just coast and you don't have to push at all. Don't get comfortable in the moments where you don't have to push. Don't get comfortable in the moments where you don't have to pedal. Don't allow that to be the space that you dwell in. Because if you do, then when it comes time to go up a hill, you'll never make it. Because you're too comfortable in coasting, that you don't have the energy to pedal. And so I said, oh, okay. So I've been coasting in certain areas, and I said, I can't coast. I have to be willing to pedal. I have to be willing to go ahead and put some energy in and push in order for me to get up this hill. And so I said, all right, well, that's what I'm going to do. But then I went back and I said, how many people are out there, entrepreneurs, women in business are out there, and you've gotten so comfortable in coasting. You've gotten so comfortable in just allowing yourself to go through that you're not pushing. You're not pushing the pedal. And what will happen is, for some, it'll be a standstill. For others, you'll start to go backwards. And in these next 7 weeks, you don't have to be at a standstill. You don't have to go backwards. You need to make the investment in someone that's going to make sure that you're pushing those pedals. You need to make sure that you are in a community that's beside you, pushing their pedals as well. See, it was different if I was by myself, because I probably wouldn't have cared if they took the training wheels off. But my friends that I had, they didn't have training wheels on theirs. And it wasn't a comparison like I had to be better than them. It was that I wanted to keep up with the momentum of the group. Come on. Eureka said it, keep the rhythm. Come on, keep the rhythm. And so we got many things going on. Things is happening. I'm like looking at the time because I got a training at now. Yeah, sure enough, do. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all go so I can go hop in this training. That part. Or no, wait. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I had to make sure it was the right time. I just looked at my computer and I'm like, that's not the right time. Y'all, the life I'm living. All right, so I appreciate y'all. I love this is y'all. Looking forward to hearing some great things coming on. And those of you in the accountability community, check in the band app. I'm about to go and post the link to the prayer that I did on Wednesday. So you can go, it'll be the link and the password. So you can go and listen to it. And it was clear with some instructions on some things that we need to do. That part. You guys have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you. And until next time, don't forget to press it out.